start video on the Porsche 911. So if you could start the engine for me, sir. Give me a couple of revs. Few more revs for me, please. Here we are, we're on the first drive in the 2000 Porsche 911 Carrera 4 cab. It's a 996 generation with the owner, and he's going to tell us about how the car runs and drives. So when you're ready, sir.
So I bought this car 4 years ago from Trade Classics, and it's been great. I've never had a Porsche before, but I have had other convertibles, and we'll be very sad to see it go. But we're moving overseas in later this autumn, and it's far away, and we can't take it with us. So that's why I've got to pass her on to the next owner. She's manual. I use her every week for going down to the station, which is about half an hour away. So sort of regular drive, but don't use her for super long drives. First about an hour, 2 hours away. And all in all, so it's 2000 model before the became more digital. So it's all analog. There's no sat nav or anything like that, which I kind of quite like. And all in all, I think she drives well. I've had it looked after the last 4 years by the local Porsche garage here in Cambridge. They've got a nice sort of classic car scheme, and I've had various bits of work done over the years. So some things have had to be repaired, but then I replaced the back windscreen, which had gone cloudy, so I had that done by some guys recommended my Porsche. There was an ingress of water, but it was getting damp, so I had the door cards cleared and replaced a year or so ago. But actually, the last 2 years I've had nothing at all. So she's been great.
Perfect. It sounds like it's quite well looked after, if you say so. How does the car drive?
So you know what? I'm not really worthy to say. I don't think I put it to her paces too much. But it's of all the cars I've had, that sort of pickup is amazing. What I also like, although it's convertible, even with the hood down, and if you're pogging along the motorway, at 70 miles an hour, it's so well designed. There's no sort of wind noise at all. It works really well. So no, great. And the winter I've got a hard top, so I can put the hard top in for sort of November-ish to March-ish, just depending on the season.
Yeah, cool, perfect. So just touching back on the driving aspects, and obviously not really I'm gonna say in a position to comment, but just kind of at least your opinions and your thoughts, if anything. You said the engine seemed like good.
Yeah, so the engine was rebuilt in 2019 before I bought her, through all the IMS bearings and everything else. So that was done by a company called Hardtech.
Yep.
And the engine has been great the whole way through. The bits of work that's been done, a bit on suspension, a bit on stuff that's old and worn. And then for the driving experience, she runs straight, runs true, nice brakes. It's the nicest car I've ever had. Probably will have. And for me, as I say, I'm not a a proper driver, as it were. So having the four-wheel drive, as it were, gives me sort of sense of security when you're going around corners and bends, especially in the wet.
Yeah. So in terms of kind of like at least the brakes and suspension, you know, are there any kind of like knocks or bumps or anything when it comes to the suspension over, you know, interesting terrain? Because I know the roads here in the UK aren't exactly the best. So
Yeah, the roads are poor. I mean, I try and be careful. I try and be careful with it. I mean, and as I said, so during the time I have had, just as suspension bushes have worn out, they've been replaced. So I think it's been good.
okay, cool, perfect. So I think that more or less wraps it up just for the moment. I'll do a little bit. Continuing on the first drive video, just because we've got to the photo location, so we've done that, and then we're now going to continue. So yeah, if you could just tell me kind of just about how just a bit more in depth if possible, just about how the brakes and the gearbox feels, as it's a manual and not the Tiptronic.
So we're coming over to a junction now. So I think she just holds straight to the road, which is good. And then on the brakes, it's quite progressive. Stops nicely.
Perfect. There's nothing.
No judder.
Yeah.
And then onto the gears. Nice. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Pretty nice notch. I can tell my wife, who's very short, she finds it quite a long way to the clutch pedal, but that means I get to drive it more. Otherwise, it's nice into the gears. I mean, the third gear is just spectacular because it goes from, nothing to as fast as you like, and it's just got this awesome noise. But otherwise, no, I've had no problems with brakes or gears or anything at the time I've had it. It's been great.
Cool.
And as you see on these bumpy roads, you get some noise. The roads are so awful, but actually, it sinks to it pretty well.
Yeah, it's quite a nice ride in here. To be fair, it's firm, but it's not uncomfortable, is it? It's how it should be for a sports car. And I think even them just came off the roundabout, put your foot down a bit, and there was like a decent amount of torque, kind of, I'm going to say, through the rev range. So that's really nice to see. Okay, cool, perfect. I think that more or less covers it. So thank you for that. It's much appreciated.